I'll smash his head.
Anger.
Because don't, sir, don't.
Call the policeman. Call the policeman. Listen.
Desperation. What happens when debt
I know my rights. Do not touch me again.
tracks you down?
I'm not even paying a penny on it.
Up and down the UK.
You come to the door, please.
We see Britain's most resilient High Court enforcement agents.
Can't believe that's been in there.
Dealing with every debtor's worst nightmare.
Get out of here.
Today is actually my birthday.
Because if you can't pay,
Really don't have any money to maintain.
they'll take it away. Personal debt in the UK is on the rise, with the total amount owed currently standing at over £1.5 trillion. In early 2017, a leading advisory body in England and Wales dealt with nearly 3,500 new debt problems every day. High Court enforcement agents Steve Pinner and Max Caraher are in Greenford, West London. They have a writ to recover a large debt owed to a garden landscaping company.
We're looking to collect £21,762.28.
The debtor was ordered to pay substantial costs to the claimant after losing a county court case. But he failed to pay. The case has now been escalated to the High Court. The debtor must pay the money he owes today.
Windows wide open, with the new Mercedes outside. Right, let's give him a knock.
If the Mercedes outside the house belongs to the debtor, it could be seized to offset the debt if he can't or won't pay the £21,000.
Hello, madam.
Yeah, before, just I'm Tahani.
Oh, are you new?
Yeah.
Have you got a copy of your tenancy agreement or rent agreement?
What's this mean? You
Paperwork.
Need letter?
Sorry?
You need letter for me?
Paperwork to show who lives here.
Council tax?
Anything like that.
Okay, 1 second.
Yes, no problem. Thanks very much.
As the agents often get lied to, Max and Steve need to see proof that the debtor doesn't live here anymore.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, you're a star.
She shows Max a council tax bill.
When did you move in?
How long have you been here?
6 years. 6 years.
How many people live here?
Me and my kids.
How many kids do you have?
3.
3 kids.
Yeah.
It's just you and 3 children. There's no adult males. No, okay. I'm just going to look around, okay? Give me 2 minutes. It's all right. It's nothing to worry about.
The council tax bill is in a woman's name only. But this address has been confirmed as the debtor's home. So Max decides to investigate further.
Never take people at their first word, because often they're lying. It's something we're used to, and I suppose at the end of the day, I just need to find the documents to prove what they've already told me.
Upstairs in the bedroom, he makes an important discovery.
Won't believe that.
The debtor's driving licence.
Right. Isn't it a coincidence? The first thing I find in the wallet by the bed, our defendant has a date of birth 10/8/75. 10/8/75. This is our man.
Yeah, that my husband, my...
With the truth unravelling, Max probes further.
I said, did any males live here?
Yeah, just he's...
Oh, okay. Sometimes.
He's
Well,
half another house.
The woman now denies the debtor lives with his family permanently. So Max goes back upstairs to hunt for more evidence. He finds a range of men's clothes in the wardrobe. It suggests the debtor is more than just an occasional visitor. But then Max finds a letter.
Bingo.
What you got? Okay. Show the lady.
It's a letter sent to the debtor at this address from the NHS.
The keys to his vehicle are there. His wallet's here with all his cards and all that. Get him on the phone for me, please. He's got a bill to pay. Until we find that key piece of evidence that indicates that the defendant does live at the address we're in, we're on thin ice. But when we do find that key piece of evidence, it really changes things. We can turn up the pressure and start enforcing.
The woman tries to call, but Max hears a phone ringing in the room next door.
You're trying to phone this phone that I've just found in the drawer.
As the woman seems unable to contact the debtor, Steve turns his attention to the Mercedes parked outside. A quick search reveals an insurance certificate for the vehicle, naming the debtor as the owner. Steve now calls for a vehicle check.
Oh yeah, free finance.
Free of finance.
It certainly is.
Wow, okay. It's interesting. How much do you think it's worth? Is there anything on it?
Probably about 10 or 11 grand, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say something around that.
Yeah.
All right, lovely. Thank you very much. See you
No
soon.
problem. Take care, bye.
Bye.
As the car is worth almost half of the debt, it's a valuable asset the agents can seize. With the car clamped, Max calls for a recovery vehicle.
So it's going to be about 90 minutes of shuffling around, a couple of calls to get it out.
Yeah, no problem.
But now the agents need to make an inventory of any other assets of value inside the house.
We have a roller cab, full to the brim.
There's a selection of tools there,
Yep.
which will be extremely heavy.
But the woman is becoming concerned.
You taking what you take?
Not the children's stuff, no.
All right.
No, nothing for the children.
All right.
Nothing that actually belongs to you. Okay?
All right.
The children, no, not at all. We can't take children.
It's okay. I will go bring him to my son. He's left.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome to collect him.
The woman now says she has to pick her children up from school.
Easy, go this way.
Lift up, got it.
So Max and Steve quickly remove the assets.
Madam, we'll put some paperwork through here so you can lock the door, that's fine.
The woman locks the door and leaves from the back of the house. The agents start to load goods into the van.
Really light.
But just moments later, a man suddenly appears from the back of the house.
Hello, sir. Where have you come from, sir?
What's all this about?
We have a High Court writ for you.
Well, this is my ex-wife and kids. I
Okay.
live elsewhere.
Okay.
You shouldn't take anything off her. It's her television.
The TV.
Yeah, it's her television.
You have to prove it, okay? There's an outstanding balance, okay? of
On what?
twen-
I really can't
Right,
understand.
these people have
I don't live
instructed...
here.
Okay, well, that's funny because your driving licence, credit cards, the key to
well,
your car, tools, it's all in the house.
What I'm saying is,
Yes.
this is my ex-wife's house.
Okay.
But then the debtor spots the clamp on the Mercedes.
What are you taking my car for?
Right, if you can pay the 24,000,
I'm not paying a penny. I've got no money.
this is a 9 grand car and there's at least 2 grand's worth, a grand and a half.
No. You're not getting that.
It's a standoff. With the debtor in direct conflict with the agents, it will take all of Max and Steve's tenacity to get this case resolved. Max Caraher and Steve Pinner were in Greenford, West London, to collect a debt of nearly £22,000. The woman they met claimed the debtor didn't live there, but Max found evidence suggesting otherwise.
The keys to his vehicle are there. His wallet's here with all his cards and all that.
Steve clamped his Mercedes.
How much do you think it's worth?
Probably about 10 or 11 grand, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say something around that.
Yeah.
But just as they began to seize other valuable assets from the house, the debtor suddenly appeared.
What are you taking my car for?
Right, if you can pay the 24,000,
I'm not paying a penny.
Now, the agents must make it clear that they have every right to continue to enforce the writ here today.
You're not taking anything.
we've got to take the car.
It's financed.
What's financed? What's financed?
It's on finance.
It's not.
Well, it's being cleared. I've just cleared that.
You've just cleared the finance.
Yeah,
So it's
I've
not
just
on
paid it-
finance.
I've just paid it off my student loan.
Okay.
Okay, I'm student.
So it's not on finance.
Well, at the moment, no.
Correct. So we can take it.
I don't know anybody. I'm going to take it to court.
Okay. It's obviously it's been to court twice.
Mate,
Who are these?
what I'm
Who are
saying
these
is-
people?
He now says he knows nothing about the debt.
We're going to try and get our thinking heads on. Have you ever done any business ventures before?
Mate, nothing.
You've
at
had
all.
no business ventures?
No.
Steve calls the office.
Hi, mate. The gentleman here, obviously, it's a large amount of money, and he says that he knows nothing about it. He would just like some idea of what it's to do with.
The debtor it's a car accident, basically. What happened is, debtor was parked at a roundabout. Our client drove into the back of him. He went to court, and it was awarded against him, and all paperwork was served at the address that you're at.
Okay, lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, so you now know as much as we know. It was a car accident.
Okay.
It went to court. You lost. The court then...
No, I didn't lose.
Okay.
I didn't lose on that time.
Well, Okay.
The debtor suddenly seems to know all about the case.
I couldn't get in touch with anybody else.
Well, you heard the same information that I heard. I can't tell you anything else.
But then he makes an unexpected move. He walks off, leaving his Mercedes to the agents, and gives up the fight.
They do like making us bloody work for it, don't they?
When people lie to us, we ask all sorts of questions, and then we ask them in a different manner or a different time. And 9 times out of 10, they make the mistake of not giving the same answer. So liars need very good memories. So that's where they fall over.
Minutes later, the recovery vehicle arrives.
Oh, yes, there's my boy. And they've got space for the stuff.
Okay, it's all yours.
The car will be sold at public auction. Any proceeds raised from its sale and from the other items seized will be used to offset the debtor's £21,000 debt.
Thank you very much, mate. You take care.
But if he doesn't pay the outstanding balance, the agents will be back.
It was on the depths of beyond.
Well, Mr. Pinner, I thought it was going to rain today, and it's been the hottest day of the year to lug around tool chests, televisions, and a vehicle.
Okay, off the top.
Recent research has shown that self-employed workers in the UK are increasingly suffering from late payment of invoices. Nearly half report that they're struggling to make ends meet due to late payments, while more than a third have had to seek financial assistance from family and friends. Enfield, Middlesex. High Court enforcement agent Aaron Groves and colleague Ian Taylor are on their way to recover a debt of nearly £4,000.
What do you reckon? Doesn't look a bad area, does it?
Well, it doesn't look too bad, really.
The claimant was a supplier who wasn't paid the full amount for his services at a music festival organised by the debtor.
Let's hope he's in.
After failing to get his money back through the county court, the claimant escalated the case to the High Court, and now the debtor must pay in full today.
Morning, sorry, buddy. We've got a matter we need to discuss with you. Do you mind if we just come in and have a chat?
Well, what's this about?
It's regarding the case. You've been taken to Northampton County Court.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Well, they've obtained a judgment against you.
Yeah.
Which hasn't been paid, so they've escalated to the High Court.
Yeah, well, we've contested it. It's been, I've got a solicitor on the case.
Okay.
And it's been all officially done. I don't owe the money. I'm innocent. They made a mistake.
Right.
Do you want to come inside?
Aaron and Ian need to make it clear to the debtor that although he may have disputed the case, it hasn't gone back to court yet, and so the writ is still active. The agents now have to enforce the judgment.
Today we're here to collect £3,792.30.
Well, you're not.
Can you not pay that today?
No, I don't know it. I'll show. I've got.
I'll give you a copy of the court order that says you do owe it.
Yeah. We're applying it for it to be set aside. It's not been set aside yet. It's been.
Okay, so
it's in process.
That means it's active.
And that does mean that you're now liable to pay.
Any money you pay today is held by our company for 14 days to give you a chance to appeal against it.
I haven't got any money.
Okay.
And I don't owe it.
Well, what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to start walking around the property to do an inventory of goods that we're going to be looking to remove.
Oh, for God's sake! This is not right.
Well, you need to pay it.
I haven't got any money. Can you step outside?
No, we're inside the property now.
Quite a lot of the time, the person will be focused more on the dispute than the fact that we're there to collect the money or remove the goods. It's our job to make them realise that we are there to collect the money. We're not there to listen to the story. There's a dispute process for a reason.
Realising Aaron and Ian aren't going to go away, the debtor gets his father on the phone.
Dad, I've got 2 enforcement officers in my house, and they're all in room with goods. Say I owe it. This is my father. This is my father dealing with the...
Okay, hello.
What you're doing is absolutely outrageous.
Unfortunately, though, so while there's not a stay on the case, that does make it enforceable. So what will happen today is we're going to be removing goods.
I would like to have time to my solicitor about this, because what's going on here is really, really wrong. Surely to God, you can give us just a little bit of slack here.
Sir,
You're enforcing something which is wrong.
But it's not wrong, sir. We've got the paperwork that says that we should be here.
This is just it's like living in Russia.
Well, I'm afraid we're the ones that have sent here to come and do the job, sir, so it will need to be paid.
What is the sum, please?
The outstanding is £3,792.30.
Whoa. I am prepared to pay you that, but I would ask you, please, to allow me to make one phone call to my solicitor first, because I have an awful feeling that this money will be down the drain. Can I just make one phone call? I just want confirmation from somebody on my side of the fence.
By all means, you can make a phone call, that's fine.
Whilst Aaron and Ian wait for the man's father to call back, they're keen to find out more about the case.
What's the debt relating to, if you don't mind me asking?
It's just a little dispute. He owed me some money which he didn't pay, and then when we did this festival, he wanted all his expenses back, and I offset everything properly. And he's just said I owe a load of money, and if you do that on a court form, then this can happen.
5 minutes later, the man's father calls back.
Hello?
He confirms what I said, that we have raised this dispute with the court. This is a completely incorrect enforcement. Is there nothing you can do to give us time to get that instruction from the court? Because you and I both know that if I pay this money, the chances of getting back is going to be difficult. It will be expensive. It will take me a month of Sundays. We can afford the thing. It's just a dispute.
Unfortunately, sir, I would advise paying it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get it back, am I? I mean, can you not give me an hour?
Sir, look, no matter what you do, it's not going to get you put on hold today.
Just a second. That's a phone call from the solicitor. Can you back a second?
Quite a lot of the time, the solicitor will try and stop us from enforcing with various different ways, from claiming that they're going to apply to have the writ set aside, which of course it doesn't happen immediately. So nothing they do or say is going to stop it. We're here and now, still with the case.
As the to and fro of calls continues, Aaron decides to give the debtor another chance to pay.
Can you pay this debt?
Give us a minute, mate.
Aaron's patience has now run out.
Right, mate, I'm now going to start the removal process, okay?
With no sign of payment, Aaron and Ian start an inventory of assets in the house.
Have you looked upstairs yet?
No, not yet. Do you want to get the car clamped up as well?
Ian immobilises the man's car, while Aaron rings for a removal truck.
At the moment, the payment keeps being delayed. Can you send out a removal van on that, please?
So you do a large Luton, yeah? Okay, no problem. I'll get that sorted. I'll send it for you straight away.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'll see you soon. Cheers, thank you. Bye-bye.
Now Ian needs to make it clear what will happen if assets are removed.
The money's held for 14 days. If we remove goods, they're only held for 7 before they go to auction.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, I don't make the law. I'm just here to enforce it.
Then the debtor's father calls again.
Okay, I've spoken to her solicitor and I understand that we have no recourse. I really am protesting in the strongest way possible about this whole procedure. It's wrong. But if we have no option, we have no option. How do we pay you this money?
The debtor's father finally appears to have accepted Aaron's authority.
Okay, are you ready for the details, sir?
Yeah.
He pays off his son's debt in full.
I think when a debtor falls into debt, it's ultimately their responsibility, and I think that it should be them to get themselves out of debt. But of course, it doesn't happen like that most of the time.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate.
I'll be removing the clamp before we leave.
Please do, yeah. I don't want to keep going.
I want a souvenir. They've got 14 days to make an appeal. If he doesn't owe the money, then he'll be giving his money back, won't he? But that's not our decision to make. We're just there to collect the money. We're not even there to get involved in disputes of right or wrong. At the end of the day, a writ's been issued, that person owes the money.
Thanks to their persistence, Aaron and Ian got the outcome they wanted. But in Stephen Max's next case,
Mr. Ali!
a routine eviction
We have a High Court writ to repossess the property.
exposes a bitter feud.
Why is he abusing me? He's abusing me.
A recent survey has revealed that nearly half of landlords in the UK have had a tenant evicted from their property in the last 3 years due to rent arrears. Last year, over a third of private landlords were owed money by their tenants, with the average amount exceeding £1,600. High Court enforcement agents Max Caraher and Steve Pinner are back on the road. This time they're in Hounslow, Middlesex, to carry out an eviction.
We're off to see Mr. Salim Ali, Mr. Mohammed Irfan, and all other occupiers.
But this is no ordinary eviction.
We have a writ of possession combined with a writ of control. We're also looking to collect £3,454.75.
The agents have two jobs to do. One to take back the property and another to reclaim 6 months' worth of unpaid rent owed to the landlord, Mr. Bansal. He's here to meet the agents.
Morning,
gentlemen.
Mr. Bansal.
Yes, hi there.
Steve, nice to meet you.
And you?
Okay, let's go and through the front door.
Yes, please.
Do they like you?
I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to them for quite a few months now, so...
Well, maybe a good idea if you just to wait here for a second till we... Do you have any keys at all?
Yeah, I just
They're brilliant.
The landlord's parents are also
What
here.
is that?
His father hands them the keys.
Okay. I'll be with 1 minute. Just stay there.
The tenants live on the upper floor of the semi-detached house.
We'll do this one and then we'll go up. Lock on the first floor. What do you locking?
They have changed this.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Ali! Do you have a bar or anything to open the door with?
The agents have the right to force entry to repossess the property if no one answers.
Thank you.
But it seems there is someone in after all.
Good morning. Mr. Ali? Okay. And you are Mr. Irfan. Okay. We're enforcement agents and we have a High Court writ to repossess the property. Okay? Yes, please. Thank you.
The man, Mr. Irfan, is one of the tenants named on the writ.
Is it just you here now?
Just only Ali lives here, not me. But I came yesterday to stay here with him for a night. He's gonna come back later on.
What's his stuff?
This is all his stuff.
Okay, and your stuff?
I don't have anything.
Oh, you don't have anything? Okay, well, you're going to have to pack your clothes and that. I suggest you call him.
Yeah.
Is he local?
He said that he's gonna go to Chester.
Chester?
Leicester.
Leicester. Well, he's not local then, is he? Okay, well, he will have to make arrangements to come and collect his stuff.
While Mr. Irfan starts to pack up his friend's belongings, the landlord's father tells Max more about the case.
They did show us the statement of £30,000 earning, and we given them the property. And as soon as they moved into the property, the first rent they stopped it. They said, we're not going to pay. They have been parking about 5-6 cars here. When we asked them why these cars are, they say, we are rich people. We got 6 cars. There are a lot of things we wanted to do, which we have cancelled it because the finance was not coming in. So, I mean, financially, yes, they have just ruined our life.
But upstairs, Mr. Irfan has overheard the conversation, and he's not happy.
Please, I don't want to see them because if they abuse again, they abuse in my language.
It's really words, okay? Shut your ears. I'll tell them to keep it down, okay? I know you understand they have a problem with you. You have to understand that.
Not with me, with Salim.
With the greatest respect, your name is on it as well, so the problem is with both of you. Okay. So you have to understand that.
But again, he shouldn't be...
But they're cross. They're angry.
Cross
they're owed money. They're angry. It's always our choice to try and keep the landlord away from the house whilst we're doing an eviction. Simple reason is they're not going to get on. One doesn't like the other. Either way, there's a reason they're being evicted, so if we can keep them apart, there's going to be no arguments.
The agents have been at the property for just under an hour. Mr. Irfan is almost ready to leave, but now Steve has to make him aware that getting the flat back is only half the story.
There is £3,500 outstanding.
It seems that no payment can be made, but it's clear that there's nothing of value in the flat.
There's not a great deal, is there?
Collecting on the £3,500 is going to be nigh impossible.
Steve breaks the bad news to the landlord.
There's about £2.20 worth of whatever's in the flat. You're not going to get it. And that's the honest truth. All I can suggest is that you let them settle somewhere else and then go after them. Okay? There is absolutely nothing in there. There's a wardrobe, a clothes horse, mattress on the floor.
They've taken everything. I think
Okay.
they've got about 5 or 6 cars. They've moved all of those out.
Okay.
The driver, everything was full here before.
Do you know the registration numbers of the vehicles?
I do.
What I suggest you do, go back to our company, suggest that they do a trace on them, give them all the details of the vehicles, and hopefully we can recoup your money like that. We'd only be too pleased to do it. You're lucky they left you with the bricks. 9 times out of 10, the people that have to be evicted aren't going to have money hidden in a corner or a shoebox somewhere. The reason they're being evicted is because they haven't paid the rent. They're not going to have a pot of gold sitting in a corner.
The eviction is almost complete, but before Mr. Irfan leaves, the landlord's parents decide to go into the flat and record events.
Why is he abusing? He's abusing me. He said,
Sir.
Why is he taking video?
Him, this is one of the landlords. If he wants to film, that's up to him.
He shouldn't abuse.
Can you just go downstairs, do the locks?
Yes, I have done the locks.
You've done the locks. Okay, could you wait downstairs then, please?
Shut this out.
Right,
Yeah?
sir, if you just go down, we'll deal with the repossession.
Yes,
Okay?
I'm doing it. I'm helping you out, guys. Why is he abusing for?
He's downstairs now. If you just concentrate on packing up your stuff.
With the landlord's parents back outside, Mr. Irfan is ready to leave.
That'll be his Uber cab. Yeah, that'll be him.
But before he goes, he's keen to share his side of the story.
They got more cases with people here as well. All of their people who are staying in their houses, they're not treating them in a way they need to treat them. They're not trying to refurbish their house and stuff. They just only that's it.
With Mr. Irfan gone, the landlord finally has his house back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's yours now. They're not going back in there. So you can close your door. And then just make sure that you come back and make that secure with a new lock.
I've not been in any communication with the tenant whatsoever. Ever since they stopped paying their rent after the first month, I contacted them by phone. They stopped answering the phone, stopped answering the door. They seemed financially stable. The agent seemed quite content that they're good tenants. But obviously it was all a con, really.
Okay, that's us done then.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
It's been a tricky case for the agents.
I really do feel for the landlord who's lost out. He's got to pay the bills, the utilities, he's got to pay the maintenance, he's got to pay the council tax, all the charges, etc., that the tenant has refused to pay. Must be a nightmare.
A recent survey has revealed that nearly 75% of UK adults lent money to friends and family in 2016. 1 in 20 have lent over £5,000. However, over 40% never see their money again. High Court Enforcement Agent Aaron Groves and trainee Connor Jackson are in Bayford, Hertfordshire.
Okay, mate, £6,740 and 1 pence to an individual.
Okay.
The claimant is the debtor's ex-partner, who lent her money but wasn't paid back. He won a county court judgment against her, but still wasn't paid. The claimant has escalated the case to the High Court.
Oh, hello, my name's Aaron Groves. We're here regarding a case we've been taken to court. Yeah.
Are you right?
Yeah, you okay?
Throat infection or something? Oh, right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's all right. No, they're lovely dogs. Hello.
Right, we're here because you've been taken to court.
Yeah.
Basically, because the case hasn't been paid at county court level, it's escalated to the High Court. What that basically means for you is today we're here to either ask you to pay this debt, which at the minute stands at £6,740 and 1 pence, or we're here to look to remove goods from the property.
The debtor says she's staying with her parents temporarily, but as this is her current address, the High Court writ was issued here, and the agents have every right to stay and enforce it.
Ideally, we just need this paying. Is there anybody that can help you at all?
Yeah, if they've got a card, they can pay over the phone to us.
They might have 5,000, 6,000 in there.
But I mean, unfortunately, we've got to do a job.
While she calls her parents, Aaron and Connor look for goods of value belonging to her that might help offset the debt if she can't pay. Connor finds a downstairs bedroom.
Aaron, this will be all hers.
But there doesn't appear to be much of real value here.
Let's leave it where it is for now, mate.
Then the debtor wants Connor to speak to her father.
Yes, I will. It's my parents.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name's Connor Jackson, High Court Enforcement Agent that's in your house. I'll explain to you, explain to your daughter. We don't want to take anything that doesn't belong to her, but if the balance is paid, we won't be taking anything.
I haven't got that amount of money. You have entered my house, you're in there, so I'm asking you to leave. Listen, as a retired police officer, 30 years standing, I'm going to phone the police station and I'm going to report there are trespassers on my house and I'm in York. Now, you can either come back tomorrow or Friday and see me personally when I'm returned, or you leave the house immediately. Up to you, your call.
I won't be leaving, sir. If you want to phone the police, that's up to you.
Right, OK, then I'll phone the police and say there's trespassers in my house.
Not a problem, and I'll show them the High Court writ that I have to enter the property when they get here.
It's not to my house, though, is it?
Yes, it is, sir.
Why have you got it to my house?
Because that's the address that we've traced your daughter to.
I'm telling you now, you're a trespasser. I'm asking.
Phone the police then, sir. That's the end of the matter.
A parent can sometimes make the situation better or worse, of course. Some ways it's better because of the bank of mum and dad. Other times they can aggravate the situation that they feel that we're putting their son or daughter into.
The case has taken an unexpected turn.
Please don't be rude to my parents.
He thinks we're trespassing. We've entered illegally.
You know what? I'm trying to sort it out. I am doing my best. My sister as well.
It will take all of Connor and Aaron's patience to get this tricky case resolved. High Court Enforcement Agent Aaron Groves and trainee Connor Jackson were in Bayford, Hertfordshire, to recover a debt owed to an ex-partner.
At the minute it stands at £6,740.01. Or we're here to look to remove goods from the property.
The debtor said she was living at the address temporarily.
This is my parents' house. It's not mine.
But as this is her current address, the writ has been issued, and Aaron and Connor have every right to look for assets belonging to her.
Let's leave it where it is for now, mate.
But then her father threatened to take action of his own.
OK, then I'll phone the police and say there's trespassers in my house.
There's no sign of the police, but then the debtor's sister arrives.
Hello.
Hello, but this is my parents' property.
We never said it wasn't your parents' house. We never said that at any point.
But how does it work though? She is not actually living here.
She is.
But she,
Your stuff's here. You're living here.
But that is her
Is she sleeping here? She's living here then.
I'm staying here.
You're living here though. You're not sleeping out on the street. You're not sleeping in a car. You are technically living here, even if it's for a short period of time.
This is like the first notification.
No, we sent a letter 7 days ago.
To this address.
To this address.
So did you get this letter 7 days ago?
No, I swear I did.
It seems that she wants to take control of the situation. She gets on the phone to another sister.
They are doing what their job is, what this county, whatever this court.
That's a High Court writ.
What is it?
That's a High Court writ.
This is a High Court writ, so it's all legal. They're not just like thugs that are just literally breaking in and removing your property. They're doing what they. There's nothing else to do. There is nothing else that we can do.
It does make our life a little bit easier when one member of the family goes, right, this is how it is, we're going to deal with it, and then we'll deal with you at a later date.
Let me pass you on to one of the chat. This is my eldest sister. This is my parents.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. It's just my poor parents have taken her in.
Okay, just listen to what I want to say. The address that we've got for her is here, and as she's sleeping here and all of her stuff is here, it's reasonable to believe that she's living here. We can take payment from more than one place as well.
I've got a couple of grand.
Okay.
You take cards.
We can, yeah.
Have you got any cards that you can pay anything on? No, she hasn't.
The whole family agree to split the cost of settling the debt between them.
Are you ready for card numbers?
Yeah, just bear with me 2 seconds, please. Okay, how much are you paying on this card?
3,000.
3,000.
Another £2,000 is paid on the mother's card.
Okay, how much are you paying on this card? The remainder, yeah?
And the remainder of the debt is paid by the other sister.
And that's it all sorted.
Right, that's it. Job's a good one. Right, we shall leave without taking anything.
Lovely.
Okay. Debt doesn't affect one person. If you're in debt, it affects everybody around you in different ways. And, you know, especially if you're living with people and we turn up at your door, it is going to directly affect them. Every address that we attend is different. Everyone's got their own life experiences. They go through their own problems at different points in their lives. So you never know what you're going to get when you knock on the door. You don't know what story you're going to hear.
Aaron and Connor's patience has paid off.
Just after 2 hours and we've walked out with it paid in full. Hopefully that's another happy client.
An unhappy family, though. All because she tried to bury her head in the sand and claiming she didn't know anything about it.
Can't Pay Will Take It Away continues new next Wednesday at 9. Two families from Wolverhampton living at either end of the wealth divide swap lives in the current series of Rich House Poor House tomorrow at 9. But are there still questions to be answered in the case of Shannon Matthews? We speak to those who helped in the search for the missing schoolgirl next.
Britain's best-loved High Court enforcement agents are back. And in a Can't Pay special...
That was a brick.
We see them tackle some of their most challenging cases ever.
Come here, man, fully down,
Wait, facing lies and deceit.
I'm not Michael. I've just told you that 3 times.
Threats and anger.
Excuse me.
Please don't touch me.
I'm on my way, mate. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
From defiant debtors.
He's threatened to kill me.
But no matter how much you resist...
You want to stand here like a big man.
If you can't pay...
What's the point in having teeth if you're not going to bite?
They'll take it away. Research shows that more and more Britons are in denial about their debts. A recent study claims over half of us hide money problems from family and friends. And for High Court enforcement agents, getting debtors to face up to the truth can be one of the hardest parts of the job. "7 a.m. High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are on their way to the north of England with a writ to collect just under £5,400 from defendant Mr. Feroz. But this isn't the first time Vic has visited the address.
Been to this one once before,
right.
And met a man outside the property. As I stopped, he came walking out, got into his car, introduced myself, and he said, no, mate, it's my brother. Twin brother, of course.
Of course.
Twin brother.
Twin brother, exactly the same name.
The reason why we're going back is his brother never contacted me, and he was seeing his brother that day.
Vic is suspicious that the man he met on his last visit is in fact the defendant, Mr. Feroz. Today, he hopes to get to the truth.
So you never know who opens the door today, you see. It might be the twin brother.
Different adventure every day, Vic.
Just tell you what.
Oh, well,
we won't have a twin brother somewhere.
One of the most common lies I hear is, it's not me. He's not here. If I had £1 for every time I've heard that, I wouldn't need to do this job.
The agents are on the lookout for the car Vic saw the man driving off in on his last visit.
See how it's a white Merc?
C220.
There it is.
All right.
That's the car.
Everyone's got a pressure point, and this job is all about working on that pressure point as much as you can to get them to admit who they are. In my opinion, it's the best part of the job.
I'll get a clamp on it, eh?
Yes, if you could, sir, that'd be good.
Vic has already done a DVLA check on the car, which showed that it belongs to Mr. Feroz. He hopes that clamping it will prompt the debtor to pay up immediately. But first, they have to find him.
Well, total amount is £5,389.95. That's an 09 plate. I reckon it's worth £5 grand.
Well, we were removing it. Let's put it that way.
The reason why we clamp a car is because it's a huge asset that can quite easily be removed without getting inside the house. It also creates a scene to the neighbours, and I wouldn't want my neighbours to see an enforcement agent clamping my car. It's embarrassing.
Good morning. We're High Court enforcement agents. We're after Mr. Chowdhury Zanfaras Makiana.
He's not living over here.
Right, that car though, is his though.
Yeah, that's fine then. But
But where is he now?
Over here. You guys come over here 2 times.
Right, okay. At the moment, we've got instructions to remove that vehicle unless we get payment from the defendant.
That's fine then. I'm just.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no.
trying to say something.
Oh, there you go.
He's here. Well, there's the car.
Yeah.
The woman claims Mr. Feroz doesn't live here, but he is listed on the electoral roll at the address.
Wonder why he won't come to the door then?
Because he's trying to get hold of his twin brother. That's actually the defendant.
That's what it is. It just makes me wonder how far people are prepared to go to try and get out of paying debt. They try and pull the wool over our eyes all the time. And you will get found out. We're in the job to find people out. Hello?
There you go.
Hi mate, you alright? We're after Mr. Chaudhry Janfaraz Mahana. So it's regarding an outstanding balance from Direct Collection Bailiffs Limited. Okay, was this gentleman you spoke to last time? So we did leave a letter with you to pass on to whoever it was. We've heard nothing back, so we've now been instructed to remove the vehicle.
But you know how the vehicle is?
Yes, it's come back as a DVLA check for Mr. Chaudhry Janfaraz, which is there. So that gives us the right to remove the vehicle, which we will be doing, sir, unless we get payment.
I've been here before and we had a conversation, sir, and I believe everything you told me now is a lie. Can you remember?
The man is the same person Vic met on his previous attendance. This time, he hasn't denied he is the defendant, Mr. Feroz. So they ask him again to pay up.
But there's still time to make payments, sir. Okay, so...
They can't do anything.
Right, in that case, then the vehicle will have to be removed.
Listen, I'm trying to help you.
No, you're not, sir.
No.
We're not being awkward at all, sir. We've said you need to make a payment. We'll be removing the vehicle. That's not being awkward, sir, right?
If the payment was to be made, it cannot be made in full.
Right, okay. Yep, no problem at all.
Although the man hasn't confirmed his identity, he seems to be taking responsibility for the debt. The agents decide to give him some time to consider his situation.
It's him, isn't it? It's definitely him.
Well, yeah, there's no twin brother this morning, is there?
Yeah, no, there isn't no twin
And he
brother.
doesn't live here.
Minutes later, the man appears to want to negotiate with Stuart and Vic.
Hello there, sir.
Well, let's be reasonable, innit? Payment of £1,000, and the rest can be paid in installments.
Can't, mate. I'm afraid it needs to be the full balance, sir.
You want to come inside?
It's a bit like a tennis match, but it all depends on how long the rally is going to go on for. It's completely psychological. Hopefully, once we put a clamp on a car or a notice, that will make them realise, hang on, they're not believing what I'm telling them, and they'll either crack, and that's what the job's about.
Now inside the house, Stuart and Vic want the man to come clean about his identity, so they can start honest and open negotiations about how to settle the debt.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Are you the defendant? Be honest with me.
What I'm trying to say to you is, if we come to an agreement, I'm willing to sort something out.
Right. We have been here before. The offers were there for you to make a payment plan when I was here my first visit, but you choose to ignore that, sir.
Well, I'll try.
It's a stalemate. So Stuart changes tactics. He makes the man aware that as well as seizing the car, he has a right to remove other goods in the house that belong to him to offset the debt.
It's also the goods inside the property as well, sir, so we'll be doing an inventory for the goods that are in here at the moment.
As the man is on the electoral roll at this address, the agents have no reason to believe he doesn't live here. So Stuart starts an inventory.
Hello?
This is my house.
Why are you taking pictures of that? Why are you taking...
Don't put your hand on me.
No,
Don't put your hand on me. Do not put your hand on me.
Get out of the fucking house.
This
is my house. No. Get out of the house.
Excuse me. This is my house. No, this is my house. This is my house.
Right. We've still got our job to do, sir.
Well, you need to get out.
No, our job at the moment is to take control of the goods, sir.
Excuse me.
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
No,
Please don't touch
The
me.
lady who owns the house,
Please don't
she's
touch
telling
me.
you to leave from here.
With the situation becoming confrontational, will Stuart and Vic ever be able to get the £5,400 they came for? Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor were on a second visit to collect an unpaid debt of £5,400 from Mr. Feroz. At first, it was claimed he didn't live there.
He's not living over here.
But then, the man who Vic had met on his first visit appeared and acknowledged he was responsible for the debt.
The payment cannot be made in full.
Okay.
But he still refused to confirm his identity.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Are you the defendant? Be honest with me.
After his car was clamped, the man offered to pay £1,000. But tensions rose when Stuart started making an inventory of other goods in the house that could be seized if he didn't pay in full.
Get out of the fucking house.
This is my house.
No. Get out of the house.
Excuse me. This is my house.
The woman claims the house and all the contents are hers.
So all I need to do, okay, take photos of, say that we've been inside the house.
It's not going anywhere.
And if you want me to show them, I call them my consulate. Ask them who is living in this
whatever
property.
you want to take,
Because please go from here.
Well, we won't be leaving. Just simple as that. When a defendant invades our space and starts to get quite physical, they've crossed that line. We are trained and we're highly experienced in these confrontational situations. We've got the power of the High Court behind us, so we don't need to be confrontational. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you feel uneasy about what we're doing, I suggest you phone the
can't
police.
inside. I didn't call
Exactly.
If he thinks that I own some of these things, let him.
You can go. You can do and
Okay.
you can go leave them.
Yep, okay. Taking an inventory can inflame a situation. People don't want enforcement agents going through cupboards, moving stuff about in the house. They find it quite intrusive, but sadly, they've brought it to the doorstep.
As the situation calms down, Stuart continues with the inventory. But then the man makes an unexpected claim about the car.
The vehicle is on finance.
Since when?
I'm telling you.
Since when?
I don't need to explain that to you.
The agents know the car belongs to the defendant, but if it's on finance, they won't be able to seize it. Stuart calls for a vehicle check to see if the man is telling the truth.
I'll just go and get the registration number, one sec. Can you just do another HPI on the vehicle? It is. It's free finance, Vic. Yeah, it's free finance. So you need to stop playing games, sir. Simple as that. When somebody's being continuously evasive and giving us the runaround, it makes us more determined to get a conclusion. We're there to be as determined as possible. We know all the games that they play. This is how we do the job.
The agent's patience has run out. With no sign of payment and no assets in the house worth taking, their only option now is to call a recovery truck to take away the car, estimated to be worth £5,000.
He's blatantly lied again, saying it was on finance.
It is frustrating. But if they want the car to go, the car will go.
Hey up, pal, you alright? Every time that we go to a job, we think that we're never ever going to turn up. It's never going to happen to me. But we've tried to get away with it for so long, and today it's finally come to an end.
The vehicle will now be sold at auction, but if it doesn't cover the £5,389 debt, the agents will be back.
Happy days.
Stuart and Vic have got the result they needed with an evasive debtor. But sometimes challenging someone who won't tell the truth can have explosive consequences, as the agents found out earlier this year when a routine job turned into a battle of wills.
In this job, you're going to come across all walks of life. Some people are going to be truthful and honest. Some people are going to be barefaced liars. If somebody wants to lie to me, it makes me feel better once I found them out.
Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are in Liverpool to serve a writ on sole trader Michael Burton. Mr. Burton, a mechanic, owes just over £2,700 to a former colleague.
Alright, this is Delph Lane.
We're looking for M&B Motors.
There is a garage at the address they've been given, but it's now called Delph Lane Autos.
Can I ask Eagle Plant Repairs if he's ever heard of this guy?
So the team ask a neighbouring business for help.
Hi there. I'm looking for M&B Motors.
M&B Motors?
Yeah, Michael Burton.
That's for audio.
Is that Michael Burton?
Yeah.
The agents are in the right place, but the defendant appears to be trading under a different company name.
Apparently this is it.
If Mr. Burton can't or won't pay today, the team have the right to remove goods and assets from his business to offset the debt.
Hi mate, you alright? We're after Mr. Burton. Mr. Burton.
Michael Burton.
Isn't there? Not a bad confirmation that he is here.
He's not.
So you need to try and get him on the phone if he's not here at the moment, because we're here to take control of yours. Right, okay, we've already spoke to the neighbours. The neighbours have confirmed that he's here. Okay,
What's your name, sir?
I'm Sanya.
A lot of people overreact for no reason whatsoever, and then the alarm bells start ringing then. You look at the body language. Are they cooperating with you? Are they not? Are they overreacting? Are they being aggressive in the way they're speaking to you? I'm just asking who you are. What's the issue? Because we're here now to take control of goods, sir.
You need to take none of my stuff, mate.
Right, so can you prove who you are then?
What do I need to prove who I am?
Because we've got a writ for this address, you see.
Despite the man's denials, Stuart and Vic have the right to make peaceful entry into the property.
Start thinking you wasn't in here, mate. You got no right.
Okay, so if you just explain who you are then, that's
I've
fine.
just told you. Tell me what you want, and I'll tell you what you need to know.
I've asked for some ID for yourself.
No, I don't need to prove anything to
Okay,
you.
that's all. I don't go anywhere without my debit card. I don't go anywhere without my driving licence. 9 times out of 10, when people are guilty, they'll try and cover it up. So they try and cover their identity, and then when we ask them for ID, they've got no ID on them, which I don't believe for 1 second in this day and age.
Okay,
So
but
we'll-
why to show you the writ, right?
I'm not bothered. Let me just show me what's on the thing then.
I'll explain to
Show
you.
me what's on it then.
If it's nothing to do with you, sir, then why are you so interested?
What are you doing then? Get out.
I've already explained.
Well, I've told you, no one's here at that name.
Well,
so
I don't believe you, sir.
Well, don't believe me, I don't
Okay, that's
care.
fine, so I'll carry on
No,
taking
you
control
won't,
of
you
goods.
won't at all, mate. Let me just put you that straight now. Don't step in there. Alright? You've been told.
You've got to identify yourself.
I've
Because
got
if you're not...
to-
Are you
Your name's
Michael?
Bradley?
Are
Your
you
name's
Michael?
Bradley? No, my
Are
name's
you Michael?
Bradley.
Right,
Do you
have you
know
got any
him?
ID just to prove
I haven't got
that?
any idea on me. No.
In that case, then we will have to take control
You
of
won't
goods.
take nothing at all out of
It's
here.
sadly-
I've said,
How long
you
have you-
can't-
okay.
you can't- unless you show me what's on that paper there, you won't be coming in here.
How long-
And that's as simple as that, mate. I'll tell you that right now.
When we speak to defendants and they give a fake name, it's like, how long are you going to keep that fake name going? It then turns into a game of poker. Who's going to show their hand first, me or them? I don't know who you are.
Well, I just told you who I am.
Are you Michael?
No, I'm not. I've just told you that 3 times. I'm not Michael.
I don't
My
believe
name
you,
is
sir.
Bradley. So
Yeah.
fuck off then if you don't
That's
believe me.
right.
I will, because you're doing me head in.
I'm not going anywhere.
You fucking won't be stepping in here, mate, to tell you that now. I'd get fucked off.
Why are you being so defensive?
Why? Because I hate people like you, because you're horrible.
The man is determined not to let Stuart and Vic inside the property.
So fuck off.
Not going
Okay,
anywhere.
not a mate.
With tensions rising, Vic decides to call the police.
My name is Mr. Victor. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. We're here to execute a High Court writ at a industrial unit in Merseyside. We need some police assistance, please. The defendant is getting very aggressive, threatening us.
The man is becoming even more agitated.
Move the car so you can't get his car out.
Stuart's van is blocking other cars from getting up the drive.
You want to move the car now?
Which
I'm
car?
going to start moving stuff for you. So I'll only move your stuff out of my way.
Yeah,
Get the
okay,
van
yeah.
moved now.
To keep the peace, Stuart agrees to move his vehicle.
Yeah, I'll move the van, no problem at all.
Vic keeps the police on the line.
He's shutting down, mate. He's going off his head here.
But as Stuart moves the van, the man decides to take action of his own.
He's threatening to block us in. He's now threatening to block us in, mate. This is getting ridiculous.
He forces Stuart to reverse his van towards the busy main road.
I can do with some assistance straight away. He's now in his vehicle. He's ramming our vehicle out of down the drive. He's threatening my colleague to get out here.
A straightforward debt collection has turned volatile. With the man's aggression escalating, Stuart and Vic have to act quickly to contain the situation until the police arrive.
He's trying to. I'm on my way, mate. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Just as Stuart manages to reverse the vehicle safely off the drive, a team of police officers arrive on the scene.
We're High Court enforcement agents. We've been insisted to execute a writ of control at this address. We've
This is
Michael Burton's business.
We just want to know who that gentleman is. If he's Michael Burton or if he's just working for him.
With police officers present, the man is finally forced to reveal who he is.
Michael Burton.
What?
What's your name, mate? Yes, of course it does. Michael Burton.
Yeah.
Do not tell another lie.
I'm not lying to anyone.
You've been lying. You just lied to me. Do not lie again.
Chief Inspector for Merseyside Police just happened to be driving past with 8 sergeants, and they were the first to be called because of the closest, and I thought, you just can't get better luck than that.
Having confirmed the man's identity, the agents must now recover the £2,700 they came for. But there's a problem.
I can't pay it. I can't pay it.
Listen to me.
I can't pay it. I haven't got it.
Okay,
I haven't got money, so what do you want to do?
Well, then we're going to take goods.
You can't take goods, can
Why
you?
can't I?
You just can't just come in and take people's stuff.
Yeah, it says there. Look there. Just calm down. Listen to me.
I can't give you something that I haven't got.
Calm down.
I can't do it. I haven't got it.
I always try and take them aside and try and calm them down. It is a bit good cop, bad cop. But it's not our intention to play good cop, bad cop. I find if they don't want to deal with Stuart, 9 out of 10 times they'll deal with me. It's just we've got different personalities and we approach it differently.
I can't pay it.
What can you pay? Hold on. No. What can you pay monthly? Think down with a clear. Calm down and think with a clear.
I can pay £100 a month.
You're not going to like this, what I'm going to tell you, but let me finish, right? It's got to be £1,000 today. Try it, mate. Listen to me. Listen.
I can't get it. I can't get it.
Okay, what can you get? What can you get? 600?
I can get... fucking...
What can you pay? 200 a
I
month?
can pay £200 a month.
No.
I can give you 600 quid, but you aren't taking nothing today.
Okay, listen to me. Listen, okay, Michael, I'm listening to you, okay? And I'm all right with that. I'm going to make a phone call now.
Michael has finally come up with an offer. But if the claimant decides it's not enough, the agents will have to seize items from the garage.
Hello? It's Vic.
Vic calls the office. While he's on the phone, Michael's parents and wife arrive. Minutes later, Vic hears back from the claimant.
All right, thank you very much.
Michael's offer has been accepted.
200 a month, 600 today.
That's all.
This is what
I
I
can't pay you the 200. I can't pay that 200 now till next month.
No, you won't. Michael.
You know what I mean?
Jesus, mate, you must let me speak. I'm trying to talk to you here. It's going to be a control goods agreement, which means the stuff stay here.
But as Stuart starts to make a list of goods they could seize if the payment plan isn't stuck to, Michael sees red. Again.
Hey, mate, stop going round the garage and pay. Get him down the stairs.
I'm going to explain to you what he's doing.
I'm going to give you the money what to say, then, basically, get out of the garage.
Michael's mother steps in to calm her son down.
I think in this specific situation, the mom played a key role. It doesn't matter how hard man you are or want to be. It's amazing, but when your mom speaks to you, people tend to listen. And in a way, mom was the voice of reasoning.
20 minutes later, Michael's family provide the remaining cash. The agent's perseverance has paid off.
Told you, mate, you can kick and scream all you want, can't you?
Yeah.
End of the day, you're going to start paying.
Still get the cash, don't we?
Yeah. That job sticks in my mind the most, simply because he went to such lengths to cover up who he actually was. It's just great satisfaction when we've got our man.
Stuart and Vic stood their ground in a volatile situation. But in Brian and Dell's next case...
he has £151,000, 183...
150 grand?
Bloody hell.
They meet a man desperate to avoid one of the biggest debts the agents have ever had to recover.
We will take this van.
The number of people who owe money to family and friends is on the rise, with the average amount owed now exceeding £4,000. Debts such as these cause damaged relationships and breakups. It's 7 a.m. Brian O'Shaughnessy and Del Anglin are in North London.
We're going to see Patrice Mezzi. He has £151,000, 183 and 89.
How much? 150 grand?
Bloody hell. You left that in the shoebox under his bed, naturally.
Cash, please. Or debit card would be nice.
The debtor, Mr. Mezzi, borrowed the money from a friend to invest in a business venture, which failed. Now, the friend wants his money back.
He's going to be so glad to see us this morning, isn't he?
Yeah.
If Mr. Mezzi can't or won't pay today, the agents have the right to seize goods and vehicles to offset the debt.
Hello? High Court Enforcement, sir. Could you open the door so I can speak to you, sir, please? Why is that, sir? Can you speak to me through the chain, sir, so I can understand what you're saying? Sir, I still cannot hear you properly.
When a debtor doesn't want to engage with me in any way, shape or form, and they don't want to assist you, it's very frustrating. So you change tact and try and reason with him another way.
Hey, it's just being evasive and difficult. I'm going to make some inquiries, yeah?
With Mr. Mezzi refusing to open the door, Brian changes strategy and approaches the neighbouring property.
Hello, sir. How are you? Sorry to disturb you. I'm making some inquiries next door. Do you know what he drives?
He's got a van over there.
Is that his van there, is it? So it's the people carrier. Lovely. Thank you for your help. Really appreciate it. Neighbour's confirmed that he's got a vehicle over here. It's a people carrier on his van. I'm just going to move the van over there, lock it in.
Brian blocks the van in the hope that this will prompt Mr. Mezzi to open the door. But there's still no sign of him.
Look, sir, right? We've identified which we think is your vehicle, sir, and we're about to remove it if you don't want to speak.
He's coming out, is he?
He doesn't want to come out.
Huh? Would you want to talk?
Which is this?
To go 150 grand?
If a debtor becomes obstructive, difficult, non-responsive, we just have to find the right buttons to push to make them come out. We understand that people don't want to talk to us or deal with us, so you just have to take a different action towards them.
The agents have been at the house for half an hour, but Mr. Mezzi is still inside. But with a writ to recover £150,000, Brian and Dell are prepared to wait for as long as it takes.
Let's play the game. Let's let the Africa a little bit. Not the wise Mr. Silly.
Moments later, Mr. Meze finally emerges from the house.
Hello. How are you? Yeah, how are you? Now, we're not here to be difficult with you in any way or form. We understand the behaviour. We understand it. What's it all about then?
I know this gentleman. I'm his daughter's, father. Exactly. He believed in me, in my idea. Invested. Well, we kind of
invested.
Yeah, and obviously business folded. You know, the usual thing that happens.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
Nice. Most of it's interest.
How long ago did you lend it?
More than 15 years ago.
Well, there you go. So that's accumulated so much interest.
It seems that the original amount Mr. Meze borrowed was £80,000. But after 15 years' worth of interest, the debt has now almost doubled in size, and the case needs to be resolved today.
How can we get this sorted?
Well, I mean, I don't have anything. I don't have any assets. I don't own anything, basically.
Have you got goods on your house totaling 150,000?
Of course not.
Let me explain what's going to happen then, right? I've tried to be half reasonable with you. We will take this van. So it really is up to you.
Listen, the car is not my car. It's on finance, yeah?
Have you got a finance agreement? If it's on finance, that's what I just asked for.
Why to look for it?
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying to you. Got the document. I'll go bring whatever.
Please.
If the van is on finance, as Mr. Meze claims, it can't be seized. But the agents need proof. Moments later, Mr. Meze leaves the house with a child.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Couldn't find the last certificate of insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Next one.
Saturday.
Oh.
The paperwork isn't a finance agreement, but an out-of-date insurance document.
The company that I'll say to you is Renault Finance.
You're paying for this on a monthly basis.
Okay, we're going to do some checks on the vehicle now. Yeah.
I have to, sorry guys. I mean, I need to take them.
Okay, it's fine. Go.
While Mr. Meze leaves.
Morning, Brian. HPI, mate.
Afternoon. Yes, please.
Brian checks with the office to find out whether the van is on finance as he claims.
That's finance rates of Black Rail Traffic. Yep. Yeah, that's free of finance, mate.
Hang on a second. Did you say it's free of finance?
It's free of finance.
Guys, this guy's lying. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Sometimes when doing this job, you just have to turn detective to find the evidence to prove the fact that they're lying. Can't just call them a liar. I need to show them why I don't believe them. It causes them some embarrassment. And then you start to get somewhere near the truth.
40 minutes later, Mr. Meze returns.
Hello. Hello, Patrice. Further inquiries have shown us that the vehicle's not on finance, right? There's no finance attached to this.
There is. Okay,
now, please listen to me.
That's fine.
As a consequence of that, right?
Yeah.
We're going to remove it this morning.
The van is an asset the agents can now seize. But valued at around £3,000, it's only a fraction of the £150,000 debt. The agents need to get into the house to check if Mr. Meze has any other belongings worth seizing.
I need to see what's in your house.
I don't own anything.
I'm not asking
in the house. I don't want you guys to come into the house.
Why do we want to come into your home?
Okay. God is my witness. The property doesn't belong to me. She owns the property, and she doesn't practically know what's going on. She's my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah. I'm working with you guys.
No. Hang on a minute. Hang on. You haven't. Hang on. From 7 o'clock this morning, you haven't worked with us. You were talking to us through a door for the first half an hour. Hang on a minute. Hang on. You know what?
When I came out, I told
as my good friend Paul Boher would say, you're beginning to hurt my ears now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to take your vehicle. All right. Now you've made your decision. That's fine. I've made mine. Okay.
With no chance of getting inside the house and an offer of payment looking unlikely, Brian calls for recovery to take Mr. Meze's van away.
I need a van taken. You come and do it.
I have on occasions taken a vehicle when it's only a fraction of the debt on principle, because they're not cooperating and they believe that I would not take. That vehicle probably means more to him than it would do to me. And I've got to be prepared to do what I do. I will take the vehicle.
An hour later, the recovery vehicle arrives.
I'd see him.
What's there? Is that the van?
Yeah, it's here.
Right.
The agents may not have cleared the £150,000 debt, But it's a sizable loss to Mr. Meze, and an important gain for the claimant.
Something is better than nothing for the claimant here. The claimant's waited over 15 years for their money, but this chap needs to start playing ball a little bit more.
The people carrier will now be sold at auction.
What's the point in having teeth if you're not going to bite?
Years of training help High Court enforcement agents deal with people who won't cooperate. But sometimes, a debtor can be so determined not to pay up, a simple lie can escalate into something much worse. As Dell found out when a routine job in 2015 turned into one of the most dangerous encounters of his career.
As High Court enforcement agents, dealing with someone that's unpredictable means your skills are stretched to its limits. You need all your experience to deal with these people that are threatening, abusive and violent and can turn at any moment.
Next job, Del? Yeah, it's Mr. Carmelo Petix.
Del Anglin and Kevin Stokes are heading to Herne Hill in South London with a writ for an unpaid debt of £5,500.
There we go, this one.
It's immediately clear that the owner of the property might not want visitors.
Large dogs may be running free. He's got CCTV.
In that part of London, you don't always see security gates with cars behind it. It just makes you wonder what type of person you're actually going to meet.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Oh, no problem. We're High Court enforcement, sir. For what? Are you Mr. Carmelo Petix? What is that for?
Carmelo Petix.
Yeah, but what is it for?
Is that you, sir?
No, he's not here.
Okay, do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's in Dubai.
Okay, would you give him a call for us, sir, please?
There's 4 Dobermans in here.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
So don't come in here because there's 4 Dobermans in here.
Fine. That's it. Wait, that's it.
That's it.
With the man denying he's the defendant, the agents need a plan B.
We don't have to go in there. The motor covered there. Do you know what I mean? It's quite a new one.
The finance check of DCB on it?
Yeah. Hello, Matt. Can I get a vehicle HPI check done? Hey there, sit down. Sit. Can you get out of the house?
Sorry?
Can you get out?
I've got to stand here, unfortunately.
Can you get out of the house and I'll tell you?
I'll wait here, sir, at the moment.
What is that for?
It's a High Court writ, sir.
Yeah, but for what? For what?
Carmelo Petix. I can't really discuss the case with you.
For what reason? For what? If you show us your ID, sir, and we see if you're Mr. Petix, we can tell you everything. Yeah, but what do you want to take from here? Well, we don't want to take anything at the moment.
We don't want to take who you are. We don't want
There's nothing in the rooms. It's all empty.
We don't want. You're getting this wrong. We don't want to seize any goods from you. Okay?
Right.
We want to get the payment sorted.
Can you just get outside?
Sir.
So I start getting angry.
Okay, you'd have to get angry, sir, but I'm going to stand here, okay?
You know what?
The job's not suited to everybody. There's a lot of surprises. You don't know what's around the corner. Arguments can start for various reasons. It could be just simply the way someone looks. Kevin looks assertive. He looks strong, and in Carmelo's case, I think he just got the ump with the way he thought Kevin was addressing him.
He's got a tool.
Bullshit.
He's got a stick of some sort.
Right, what's going to happen?
What's going to happen, sir, is we've got to discuss sorting this payment out on this.
What?
Okay, we've got to discuss the payment.
Yeah, but you lot are bullies, right?
Okay.
No one's bullying this. No one's bullying this. Can you get out and I'll talk to you outside?
Please.
Get outside the house and I'll talk to you outside. Please. No. Do you think you're big? Carmelo. Do you think you're big? Carmelo.
The mood changed very quickly. It turns on a sixpence. 1 minute it was okay. He's come back out, and you could see that he was angry. It's a very small place, a porch area, with big guys. There's lots of glass. I'm very concerned. The situation was escalating out of control.
I'm not here to argue with you.
I'm going to find who you are, and I'm going to find where you live. Trust me.
Okay. I'm not being unreasonable with you. I just
trust me.
Okay, that's fine.
Trust me.
Okay.
All right, let's talk to you outside. Inside, yeah. What's the... You want to go bullies? Go around bullies old fucking women. Carmelo. Carmelo. Look, go around bullying no women. Carmelo. Carmelo. Stop it. Come back into plot. Come on. Come on. Come on, pray to God, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, frustrating you. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Come on. Talk to my house. Talk to me. Get out of my house!
With Kevin's safety at serious risk, Dell will need to use all his years of experience to save his colleague from getting badly hurt.
Right, what's going to happen?
Herne Hill, South London. High Court enforcement agents Kevin Stokes and Del Anglin were attempting to recover a £5,500 debt from Carmelo Pettix.
You want them bullies that go around bullies old fucking women, didn't you? Come along. Come along.
But what started as a routine case suddenly turned into a violent situation. Now, with serious threats being made against Kevin, Del must do everything in his power to calm Carmelo down.
Talk to me. Talk to me. I said to you I'll sort it out. Right, but you want to stand there like a fucking big man to push me about. No, come on, mate. Talk to me.
My thought process was to divert his attention to me. He didn't see me as a threat in the same way as he saw Kevin. I needed to get his focus on me. I wanted to try and diffuse the situation.
Let's just sort it out.
While Del tries to reason with Carmelo, Kevin calls the police.
Assistance, please.
Might be able to go find the police. Talk to me.
I've just been assaulted by a guy. Grabbed me around the neck, grabbed my hands. He's threatened to kill me. I'll tell you what, it's disgusting, isn't it?
All right, but deal with me. Find out where he lives. Deal with me. I will send so many people to his house. Deal with me, all right? Right? I'll tell him. He'll get fucked.
The real danger is that he's out of control. If you're out of control, you're not thinking rationally. It was important that I kept calm, and that eventually brought him down.
So what's it about? Oh, it's curtains. They made up a load of blinds for me.
Yeah.
They're all the wrong size.
Yeah.
So I told them I'm not paying for it.
Right.
I gave him £9,000. They wanted another £6,000.
£6,000?
Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't pay them.
Minutes later, the police arrive.
I've attended this property of a High Court writ to enforce. The gentleman inside has physically assaulted me. Very funny, I've got a wife and a 10-month-old baby at home. So.
You're standing at my door like that. We're not going. Yeah. We're going to come in your house. We're going to remove goods. Right. I got a bit annoyed.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Kevin now has to decide whether to press charges. But Carmelo is keen to make amends.
Tell him I'm reasoning with you now.
Yeah, come.
What's his name?
Kevin. You just got off on the wrong foot. So
look, you got on the wrong foot.
Mate, it's your job.
Yeah, I know it's your job.
Yeah.
It's my job as well to protect my property.
I understand that.
Right?
Yeah.
Finally, Carmelo starts to cooperate with Kevin and Del.
The house is going on the market next week for sale. I'm prepared to pay, if they want to do a deal with me, I'm prepared to pay half of it in qualified settlement when I sell the house, just to solve the problem. Or, if they want, I can give them £100 a month now.
£100 a month is going to take a long time to clear debt.
Still going to be paid.
Okay, I accept that, but I wouldn't be prepared for anyone to come back and face what I've just had to face up there with you, sir.
Right.
You understand? I've got family at home as well, you know? You don't need to start intimidating me and my family.
Okay.
Right. So, what I'm looking to do today is take control of the goods if there are any goods in it. If there isn't, then we'll have to go down another route to try and get this money.
Kevin and Del go into the house to look for assets they could seize.
That's the weapon. That's the thing that you have behind the door. That's pretty empty.
But with nothing to take away, Kevin calls the client to try and come up with another arrangement.
What he's saying is the house is up for sale and that he'll settle in full when the house is sold.
The client is prepared to do a deal.
Right, we've got a resolution for this. What they've said is they want a written undertaking from your solicitor to say that this debt will be paid when the house is sold. But they're going to set you up on £100 a month until that happens.
Kevin decides not to press charges. The team's work is now done.
This case will always stay with me because of the level of anger that came out of nothing. This guy is like a volcano. You never know what you're going to come across and what's going to trigger people.
You all right, mate?
What was that all about, Del?
I don't know, mate.
What's that guy blowing out on cold like that? I think he's capable of bad things.
And a new Camp Pay Will Take It Away special is same time next Wednesday. Tomorrow night at 9, a woman's passion for her cats verges on the insanitary. Imagine a peg in your nose as the new Nightmare Next Door continues. Next night, a sinister trail leads Paul Connolly to a man selling the identities of the dead. It's astonishing. A new undercover criminal activity.